ladies and Mental Gen, and welcome to another replay cast. They were looking at the game from a Fat 007. This is the highest experience game in the Tank Like Foch contest, and he is playing it WZ131 on steps encounter game with really good matchmaking. That seems to be like the key in order to either do shitload of damage or get shitload of experience. It needs to be encounter, and it needs to be good matchmaking, obviously. While light tanks do get more XP in higher tier games, it's still way easier to outplay potatoes in their M6s than it is to play against tier 9s and 10s, especially when they're playing medium tanks. So yeah, you can definitely see why this is just generally better. He starts off with a decent spotting play, gets him quite a lot of spotting damage, and he managed to do 600 damage there as well. The M6 just got so farmed, it's pretty sad for him. And now waiting for this Japanese Godzilla to arrive up as well, and puts another shot into him. So things working reasonably well. He is getting spotted, and now things start looking a bit worse for him, because if he does get shot in this angle, not much he can really do, especially if the Jackson is not getting spotted. He has restrained himself from using too much gold ammo so far in this replay, but I mean, like, if he's going for the replay contest, he is gonna load some for this Japanese twat. But nice focus fire there on targets that he can pen, so that works out well. Now he's starting to load heat, and yeah, the Oni is gonna look a bit silly very soon. Actually gets 2 shots, and maybe actually is gonna get the kill here. That's exactly what happens, so that works out really well for him. The problem now is that the enemy team is capping, and there's a super Pershing for some reason in the middle of the map, so that's a bit awkward, but you know, he can easily just shoot the super Pershing. Kind of aiming for the engine. I probably would have aimed for the track the first shot, but I mean, if he caught on fire, then I would be the then I would never say that, right? SC100 peeking out again, so he's gonna pick that up as well. He's playing WZ131 with a small gun. I haven't actually played this tank in forever, as I generally do not enjoy playing light tanks that much, but this is definitely where you want to be with light tanks. It's a decent, it packs a decent punch, it is fast, and it has really good camo and view range. So in these kind of open map games against lower tier tanks, this is really powerful. Now he is crossing a bit recklessly, but he has to make some kind of move, and that's exactly what he does. Yeah, I think he could have dodged this guy much better if he went to the other side, but instead he does end up taking a hit, and the Arty almost takes him out, but somebody was actually covering him there, so works out fine. Now he will be able to farm this prototype, and actually it seems that the IS-3 was AFK, so there is gonna be some farming happening very soon. Now he's pushing up to the hill, maybe to spot somebody else, maybe to try to shoot the IKEA 90, but doesn't look like any of that is really gonna happen. That guy is running away firmly, and yeah, the IS-3 is just AFK. So that's the next thing on the plate. I mean, obviously, if you have an AFK tier 8, you're gonna shoot him in your light tank, but you know, Russia, no tracking, right in the roadwheel. That's something I really hate about these kind of lower caliber guns. If you use them on light tanks, they just cannot track in one shot. You need that 240 alpha to track an IS-3, and this gun doesn't have it, so that's a bit sad. The IS-3 does get picked up, he does get really nice farming damage out of that, he got the tracking as well, so that works out really well for him. And now, back to doing spotting. Definitely something he should be trying to do. The super Pershing gets spotted, and he shouldn't get spotted back for this, and nice lead here. A bit dodgy, but it works out fine. He does get spotted, which is really unfortunate, because there's no real good indication on where those, where the rest of those guys might be sitting, so it could be a bit dodgy, and he doesn't really have all that much hit points left. He is not a one-shot for anything unless they high roll him, so it's not that bad, but still, it's a bit risky to take chances in this game for him. And he figures out it's time to fuck off, and it's a decent time to go around and try to flank. He saw that T-44's health was really low, so he could pick him up. Also, just going against the super Pershing is not a great idea, and going to the other side isn't that good either, because that IKEA 90B actually has better view range. Well, it's just annoying to spot for a tank like this. So if the IKEA is sitting somewhere in a bush with camo on, it's gonna be really tricky to spot. So instead, going this way, a bit late on the reaction here, but hey, maybe he was busy or something. But he still gets the kill. This was gonna happen this way most of the time. I mean, as I said, he could have gotten high rolled, but he didn't. So everything works out just fine for him. Alright, so there's a couple of plays he could make. He could try to go to the left across the rails, or he could creep up the middle. There's no real, like, right or wrong play. It depends on what his enemies are doing and how the timing really lines up for him. Meanwhile, his teammates, the Yak Tiger's pushing, well, was pushing through the middle. Now he's dead. The Tiger 2 is way healthier, though, so that's not really gonna happen. And still missing the Hellcat and the 1375. Tries to see if he gets shots on that, IKEA, and this was balls to the wall. I mean, I guess no guts, no glory in that one. He definitely took a very big chance to die there, as the 1375 actually was aiming at him and actually did fire as well. So he got quite lucky there, but hey, as I said, no guts, no glory. Now the last guy left, the IKEA 9TB. As I said, it's a kind of a dodgy tank to be playing against. If it stops and puts up camo net and binos, it probably outspots you quite easily. So it is quite annoying to be playing against stuff like this, but he still has the Tiger that can push up and spot for him. Here he actually did the spotting himself, and the IKEA is actually moving, so he's not going to have any view range there. First shot, sadly, for a Fat here misses, but he's gonna get another one for sure. And there's still 480 hit points for him to farm, so he can definitely push up now when he knows where the enemies are. Intel in this kind of game is definitely the key. You need to know where your enemy is playing in order to outplay them, especially when you play a one-shot, a light tank. And here at the end, he seems adventurous and loads HE. Probably nothing really wrong with it, but if you know World of Tanks, you know how dodgy HE can be in this game. And it definitely is taking a chance to be playing with HE like this against the IKEA. But if it works out, it works out. It's a great conclusion to already a pretty damn good game. The IKEA, I'm not sure if he knew that he was spotted, but he still takes the effort to drive around the cap circle. Nice lead here, and 348. That works out perfectly. Back to AP, because, you know, the guy is a one-shot, don't need to take a chance anymore. So very nice ammunition management here. Switching to that HE, and it actually works out. And now the IKEA is going for the turnaround. He's actually not turned enough, but he does get the kill, and that's the game. Alright, so Ace Tanker, 2148 experience without premium account, Confederate, high caliber, tank sniper, Top Gun. He ended up doing 4,811 damage with 1,704 assisted, and obviously picked up 6 kills, which was 2,046 base XP, which was the highest during the 48-hour interval I was running my contest. So congratulations, Fat, on your Swedish Tier 6 Premium, whose name escapes me. And that was a nice game, so well played to you, sir, and thanks for sending it in. Hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast, and I will see you on the next one.